What did you say?
I said the man Sheridan met and fell in love with long before she ever met you is not dead. Antonio, he's alive, okay? That man is me.
That's impossible. She said he was dead.
All right, Antonio, she was mistaken, okay? She only thought I was dead. Sheridan and I, we met long before she ever met you. Antonio, we were engaged. We were going to be married. She loved me. I mean, she loved me long before you ever took her to St. Lisa's. We're still in love, Antonio. And we're going to be together.
Antonio, don't! I know this is difficult!
Difficult? This is beyond difficult. My own brother just told me that my wife's in love with him. I could kill you.
Antonio, don't do this!
I'm not gonna stand idly by and listen to this garbage, Mama.
Listen, Antonio, I know how you feel, all right? Now, I swear to God, I would do anything to stop you from hurting like this. Listen.
Stop! Just stop! Stop! Antonio, I know this is difficult.
Mama, this is beyond difficult. My own brother is sitting there telling me that he and my wife, that they're in love, and that they were engaged. You know what that means? That means you've been sleeping with her behind my back this whole time?
Just stop it! Your brother didn't want any of this to happen, neither did Sheridan. This was just a series of terrible accidents of fate, that's all.
I can't even believe this is happening. I mean, my own brother betraying me like this.
Louis, please, don't blame your brother. Please don't blame him. This is not his fault. When that boat exploded, he thought that Sheridan had been killed. And when she came to, after you rescued her, she didn't remember anything, Antonio. She didn't know she was in love with Luis, and she certainly didn't know that he was your brother.
Until the two of you came back to harmony. Antonio, you gotta trust me. I know how you feel. You know, I felt the same damn way when I found out that you were in love with Sheridan.
So you're saying you're still in love with her?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still in love with her.
We've been back for months. Now, why didn't you tell me before now? Why didn't you tell me?
Antonio, you need to remember where you are. You and Luis should just go home and talk about it there.
I'm not leaving Sheridan.
Neither am I, and I will try to calm down, but I want an answer now. Why didn't you not tell me when I first came back to Harmony?
I wanted to tell you the first time that I saw you and Sheridan together, all right? It was the first time that Sheridan remembered me and everything we had together.
You had plenty of time to tell me, why didn't you? In fact, there was a lot of time before the wedding. Why didn't you come up to me and say, hey, Antonio, I just want you to know that Sheridan and I, we're lovers.
He couldn't say that. I wouldn't let him.
You were so sick, and the doctors told us you probably wouldn't make it.
We knew how much in love you were with Sheridan, and we were afraid...
We were just afraid if we told you that you'd die, okay?
Also, you're saying that Sheridan, she married me out of pity.
No, she loved you. When she fell in love with you, it wasn't a lie.
Oh, she just loved Luis more.
No, Antonio, Sheridan didn't marry you out of pity. She loved you, okay? Yeah, she loved me too, but she promised that she would marry you, and she wanted to honor that promise.
No. Sorry I ruined your plans and lived.
Don't say that. We all thank God every day that you survived.
We didn't want to see you hurt.
Everyone just wanted to protect you, that's all.
Everyone. You talking about everyone here in Harmony? Everyone in Harmony knew about Luis and Sheridan? Everyone except for me?
You... Of course. Everyone knew that they were going to be married, and when she came back to Harmony with you, well... We just warned everyone not to say anything to you.
Everyone knew what a first-class idiot Antonio is, huh?
Antonio, look, I just want you to know how sorry I am, all right? You know, I hate that this whole thing had to happen.
Everyone knew but me, Luis. Why didn't I know?
Oh, I thought that you said something.
Well, yeah, I guess deep down I did. Well, hell, now that I think about it, all the times that I walked in on you guys, the conversations you were having, you comforting her, holding her, doing all the things that I should have been doing. Maybe I just didn't want to see it for what it was. That my own brother was right there, trying to make moves on my wife.
Antonio, this is painful for all of us. You know, I swear to God that I never meant to hurt you.
No, you didn't.
No, of course not.
Luis, you know that Sheridan is my life. She is everything to me. She is my world.
Well, you probably don't want to hear this, but Sheridan's my life, too. And don't you understand how hard it was for me to watch you? To watch you all over the woman I loved? To know that you'd married the woman that was supposed to be my bride? I mean, you know that day at the church? It took every ounce of willpower for me not to rush up and take her out of your arms. But you know what, I didn't. And you know why? Because I love you. Because you're my brother, and I want to do everything that I possibly could to keep you alive. Even if that meant watching you take the woman that I love.
It would have been a lot easier if you'd have told me before. It would have been a lot less painful.
Yeah, well, I wanted to tell you as soon as you'd recovered, but everyone was afraid that you might go into a relapse.
We were worried about you, mijo.
Everyone said, wait till the time is right. But you know what? There was no right time. Antonio, there's no way around this pain and suffering.
Yeah, we know what, you got that right.
Come on. I never meant for this to happen. It's fate. You know, it's some terrible circumstances conspiring against us. I'm telling you, I hate this, all right? I hate it.
Did Sheridan know that you were going to tell me the truth tonight?
No, she didn't. I know as upset as she'll be about hurting you, she'll be a lot less stressed, though.
Antonio, it was very difficult for Sheridan to keep this secret. It was difficult for all of us.
You know, Antonio, I don't know if I'll ever be able to tell you how sorry I am that things happened the way that they did.
I'm sure you are sorry. And I'm sorry, too. Because our lives will never be the same.
Antonio, mijo, I know you've just been through a terrible shock. You know, I think you need to take some time to think about what you've heard, to see how you're going to deal with all of
I
this.
still can't believe this is even happening. That my own brother would go after my wife like that.
Look, I told you I didn't go after your wife, okay? Now, Sheridan and I were in love long before you two ever even met.
Yeah, you know what? You said that already.
Yeah.
But we are married. She is my wife, and according to the law and according to God, that's the way it is. Now, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that you don't care about that. What, you just think you're gonna up and take her away from me? Well, you know what? You're wrong.
Antonio, I'm not trying to change anything, all right? I just want to put everything back the way it was before this whole nightmare began.
Well, you're not just gonna come in here and take her. Because I'm not gonna give up.
Look, Antonio, I don't know what to tell you, okay? Sheridan loves me, okay? We've loved each other for a long time. Now, I don't know what you and Sheridan had together, but it doesn't change that.
Sheridan is confused. Look, I might be so stupid as I didn't know what was going on the whole time for these past few months. But the one thing I do know is that Sheridan loves me. And she is my wife.
Yeah, well, not for long, she's not. Sheridan wants to be with me.